solutions in what we want.
Okay, these supporters of Deputy President William Ruto, Tanga team, for lack of a better phrase, are you guys going to hold a parallel meeting in Narok? Because, you know...
There's something Ledama hasn't told you, that this week they had a planning meeting for this rally in Narok on Saturday. And one of the things they did is that they sent out all the leaders from Kajiado and Narok who are non-Ma speaking.
As in they excluded them?
They excluded them. Even this meeting on Saturday, he will tell you that anybody, despite the fact that you reside in those counties where you believe that your interests are supposed to be taken on board alongside the rest of the communities, dominant or minority. You know, we've been sold that BBI is about bringing Kenyans together, is about us coming together as a people. But seclusion is beginning right even in these BBI rallies. Therefore, on that meeting at Masai Lodge, leaders from Kajiado, an MP and about... Non-Ma, about 14 MCAs were asked to walk out. I think I saw them in one of your sister stations, in Noro TV, issuing a press statement saying we were dumbfounded. How can this be happening? We thought that this
is that true?
You know, it's really shocking that my colleague here, whom I have a lot of respect, would actually lie to Kenyans. We never sent anyone. How do you send somebody who was not invited? The people who were invited were there to discuss Maasai issues. The people who can be able to articulate on Maasai issues are Maasais.
So
you cannot listen. We never invited them. You don't, Jeff. If you don't come into my house, how do I send you? Now let me put it this way, because the facts are very stubborn. In the morning, those who are non-Maasais held a meeting in Rongai. We held a meeting at Masai Lodge. We were there to discuss on our issues. You've asked me, the first question you've asked me is that what is important for the Maasais?
Correct.
It's the issue of land. It's very, very important.
So were these people sent away or not?
At first, they were not there.
Jeff,
let me make it clear, they were not there.
Listen, look for your Inoro TV reporter who covered that meeting. Because I watched it live. Honorable Manje of, I think that's Kajiado North or something, with about 13 or 14 MCAs saying, we showed up for this meeting because we know we are leaders. It's about BBI. Listen, Jeff, when we went to Kisii, it was all about all the communities that live around Nyanza. The Kurias were there, the Kisis were there, the Luos were there. When we went to the coast in Mombasa, you had all the Mijikendas, you had the Kambas living at the coast. Everybody. It's about a region. It's not about a tribe. No, you know, so Jeff, what is this that is so specific about...
No, Jeff, let me put it this
Jeff, way. There's one thing you've got to do.
Go on.
You've got to balance our time. You know, Ledama is my friend. So when we begin discussion, give me my time as well.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay?
Yep.
When we get to this Narok meeting, it's about to be a regional meeting. We are stakeholders. The land that he's talking about, is that land only used by Maasais alone? You know, if it's about the shared resources that he's talking about that are devolved, are they devolved to Maasais alone? It's devolved to everybody. So it's got to get to a point where you call this kind of hypocrisy out and say, for example, in the meeting on Saturday, you want to say, Ledama, that us who are non-Ma speaking will not be invited. But I'm sure, is James Orengo coming to the meeting?
Let me put it this way.
No, just let me put it this way.
You know, there's no point of me answering the last question because what you said earlier on is important. And we have Kenyans who are watching, and the truth shall always set you free. 2 days ago, prior to the meeting, I sent a message on Facebook. And I said that Maasai issues will be articulated by us Maasais, not Manje, who can be able to get an audience in Mount Kenya. Manje never showed up. And I want us to be very clear.
Did you hear that statement?
I said Maasai issues will be better articulated by Maasais. And I'm not going to apologize on that. And I'm going to be honest with that.
Okay, so
let me put it this way.
Jeff,
let me finish. Jeff, let me finish.
There
are Maasai issues and there are Kenyan issues. I can never rub off the fact that I'm Maasai. Neither can you rub off the fact that you are, what are you? what tribe?
Now he has forgotten. But give me.
Put it, you know, your hair confuses me. I think you're whatever. So here's the deal.
Yes.
I'm not going to apologize.
Okay, but
I was very clear.
Senator,
I was very clear.
On Saturday,
and
you allow the Manje...
Let's get into a Saturday.
Yes.
On Saturday, we are discussing Ma issues, Ma County
Only.
issue. Ma County issues.
That's not fair.
We are people who have been terrorized, stigmatized, extremist measures for over 50 or 100 years.
So
our land has been taken away. So there's nothing wrong,
Jeff,
with us. No, let me finish.
Can I even shock you more?
Can you let me finish?
Can I even
shock me more?
Can I even shock you more?
Me more.
Part of the recommendation that this guy will be presenting on Saturday
Yes.
is that the dominant tribe in part of these counties, he's referred to them as Ma counties. There's nothing called Ma counties. Every Kenyan, constitutionally, is allowed to own land in any part of this country. Yeah. Even in my own county of Kericho, correct, I have people from across all the 42 or are they 45 tribes of Kenya. Whenever I speak as senator, I'm conscious of the fact that I represent Kenyans from across the divide. When this guy speaks, from morning to evening, his head talks about Ma.
Absolutely.
Part of the recommendations they'll be presenting is that if you are not Ma and you live in Kajiado, you live in Narok and the rest of the counties, you are not allowed to run for elective seat. Where are we taking this country?